Okay, guys. So earlier today, Bobby just published this video explaining to you guys the functions of our new Evo Club portal. It's at club.evomalaysia.com. Go check it out. Go sign up. Okay, go be one of our members, and from there, you can enjoy a wide variety of benefits that we currently have to offer, and we plan to add more in the future. Okay, so go watch this video and see for yourself how to sign up and what are the cool stuff that you can do in the portal as well. Now today I'm just going to zoom in a little on our group buys. So one of the benefits that we offer to our Evo Club members is that we work with various vendors, okay, and we try to get them to give us a special price for their services or their products, which we then offer it to you, okay. And one of the earliest vendors to sign up with us is Auto Detailer Studio, run by Darren Chang. He's a very good friend of ours, very old-time friend of ours. He's the guy who detailed Bobby's repeat and also RS6. You can watch his video on those as well. And yeah, so as we know right now, right, COVID-19 is the biggest concern in everybody's everyday lives. And now that with the MCO loosened to become conditional MCO, where we get a little bit more freedom to go about, okay, the chances of the disease spreading also unavoidably has gone higher, and as a result of that, we are also now a bit more conscious about our hygiene, about our cleanliness. And this is where Auto Detailer now has this very useful service. It's what they call the let me just refer back. It's what they call the Cyclone Medic Aid Professional. So basically, it's a cleaning service. Okay, they do this for cars. They do this for buildings as well. If you are doing it for your car, you bring your car to their place in Jaya 1. Okay, or if let's say you run a fleet of cars, they also have a mobile team as well that will go to your location and help you sanitize your cars. They also do it for buildings. So means that, you know, hospitals, showrooms, any place lah, okay, they have the equipment. They will be able to sanitize your location or your vehicle. Okay, now this the detailed description of their product is you can check it out on of course on our Evo Club page. Okay, but to sum it up, right, what they do is that they have basic and they have advanced. So with if you take the basic package, they have an aerosol based antibacterial, antivirus treatment that is proven to be effective against a multitude of bacteria and viruses, various pathogens. Okay, and it is also certified by European authorities to be safe for humans. All right, it is also non-reactive to your skin. So people with sensitive skin, you don't have to worry about using their service, their product. Okay. Then next to the basic package, they have the advanced package, which includes whatever stuff you have in basic, but they add on what they call a super steam treatment. Now, what is super steam treatment? Super steam basically is just steam, but heated to 150 degrees Celsius and applied to your to your vehicle surface. Now you were thinking, 150 degrees Celsius, it's 50 degrees above the boiling point of water. Not only that, studies have shown that the SARS-CoV-2 virus, the coronavirus or the COVID-19 virus, is resistant to heat up to 60-70 degrees Celsius. It still can survive, but 150 degrees Celsius, you can pretty sure that the virus is done for. So through Evo Club, we are offering these what you call it, this disinfecting packages for your cars at a very special price. Okay, now like the basic treatment, for example, if you walk into Darren's shop right now, he charges you 350 ringgit per session. But through us, you pay 1,000 ringgit, you are entitled to 4 sessions. Basically, it's effectively, right, you buy 3 treatments and get 1 free. If you want to go for the advanced treatment, all right, walking standard price, 750 ringgit per treatment. Through us, you pay 2,000 ringgit, you get 3 treatments. That is a savings of 250 ringgit. You can also choose to have these treatments in combination, where you are given 1 advanced treatment, 2 basic treatment for a combined price of 1,350 ringgit, which is savings of 100 ringgit. Okay, so I'm sure that this this climate, this kind of service is very useful, strong. I highly advise you guys to check it out. And to recap, they don't use any harmful chemicals. So those of you who are worried about how your skin will react, how your kids will react, or how your car's interior will react, you don't have to worry. The stuff that they use are safe. And in any case, Darren Chang is one of the most anal people that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. He's the kind of person where you send your car into him, he is probably more particular about the treatment of your car than you yourself. Okay, he is that anal. Yeah. Okay, so there's another product that they're offering here. It is they also have headlamp protection films. Now, last year we did a series of videos talking about the importance of headlamp protection, and let me just remind you that your headlamps are among the most vulnerable parts of your car, and if anything were to happen to them, you either pay a lot of money for a new headlamp, or if you claim your insurance, you burn your NCD. All right, and that is that's a major concern for those of you guys who drive, those advanced adaptive LED headlamps like my S-Max. What, 10,000, 15,000 ringgit per headlamp? Okay, are you going to spend that 10,000, 15,000 ringgit upfront, or are you going to sacrifice your NCD and wait another 5 years to build it up? Okay, so why not invest a little, spend to apply a film to protect it? So what Auto Detailer, they're offering 2 types of film. This one is the Defender 150M. That's the basic film. Comes with 2 years warranty, and standard price 1,600 ringgit. Here they're giving it to you at 1,400 ringgit. Now there's also this Clear Guard Nano SR. This is a higher grade film, 5-year warranty. It has self-healing properties. So it means that, let's say, like if you scratch it, or if, let's say, like your local car wash shop used the wrong brush and creates swirl marks, it self-heals. And also it is the film comes with a hydrophobic coat, meaning that water does not stick to the surface. It doesn't wet the surface of your headlamp during rainy day. Okay, so usual price 2,200 ringgit. Through us, it's the promotional price of 2,000 ringgit. Now, lastly, they also have a range of window films. They have this brand called Cerelux IRD window films. Is developed by a US company called Prestige Film Technologies. Price-wise, depending on the size of your vehicle, it ranges from 3,300 ringgit to 4,200 ringgit, which for a premium grade window film is actually not bad. Okay, so how do you get these prices, all right, these special prices? Well, simply put, sign up as an Evo Club member, okay, and then go to our group buy section, click on any of these, go read up the description on this in more detail. Okay, if any of these items tickle your fancy, fill in your details and bank and what you call it, through our online payment options, put down a 10% deposit and today, all right, to secure your slot. And then when you decide to redeem this offer price anytime within the next 1 year, you go to Darren's place, make an appointment with him, and then you settle the remaining 90% on the spot with him.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so let's look at the comment section. Now, Baldwin Chua asked me, just curious whether a modern diesel engine would need or benefit from an Italian tune-up, since the revs don't really exceed 2500 RPM when driving, or would a high-speed run do it any good? Thanks. Now, first, what is an Italian tune-up? Basically, Italian tune-up is a slang where you take your car and you just whack it hard, you drive it hard. The wisdom behind it is that your hard driving will blow up all the carbon deposits from in your engine, free it up, make it breathe better, burn better, run smoother. That way the car feels more powerful and more efficient. Well, that is, I think, not relevant for a diesel engine, but I do want to share with you, many years ago when I was still driving my old Iswara, that was before the Waja. That car was passed down to me from my parents. My mother drove that car first, and I remember when I got hold of that car, it was a 1.5 automatic. Yeah, the old 3-speed auto, slow as hell. But I remember when I first got the car was very sluggish. Yeah, difficult to get moving. But I remember that time, right, every Sunday morning or Saturday morning, I'll just take the car, I'll go LDP, and I'll just go full throttle the whole length of LDP. Okay, yeah, the car is that slow that you can full throttle the length of LDP and not exactly be dangerous. So after a few months doing that, I noticed that the car was a bit more eager, there was a bit more urge in the car, a bit more oomph in the car. So yeah, I think old school engines, those with carburetors especially, very mechanical engines, those would benefit from an Italian tune-up. But modern ones with all the electronic controls, not in the physical sense, but perhaps it would condition the especially for the really newer ones with adaptive control units, control electronics, right? It conditions the vehicle's engine and transmission control system to respond better to your aggressive driving style. Okay, Kan Bright Pan. Yeah, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Hi Con, what's your comments on 2015 Ford Focus 2.0 Sport Plus hatchback compared to 2015 Mazda 2 Sky Active G hatchback in terms of performance, handling, durability, and servicing cost? Which car would you go for? Okay, I am a very big fan of the Ford Focus, but the problem is the power shift transmission issues really is something that you really have to be prepared to deal with. Okay, so if let's say you buy one of these, you have to stand by at least upwards of 5K when the transmission inevitably packs up. Inevitably. Okay, of course, I think durability, servicing cost, definitely the Mazda 2 will be better. Durability, if you take the transmission out of the picture, right, I think both the Focus and the Mazda 2 are thereabouts the same. But of course, the Mazda, we know that their suspension bushes do wear out pretty quickly. Okay, but it's not, these are not major issues. It's wear and tear, but it's faster wear and tear than what a lot of people are accustomed to. Performance and handling, I think both these aspects, the Focus have the edge. Of course, the Mazda 2 is not bad. Okay, Which car would I go for? Okay, put it this way: if I have like a spare 5K, I can. If I'm in a financial position where I can take 5K, lock aside, not do anything about it as standby money to fix the gearbox of the Focus, I'll go for the Focus. Okay, Teo Po Kyong. Need advice which car to buy? Q7 diesel 3.0 2012 80,000 ringgit, Q7 TFSI 80,000 ringgit, or X6 2012 at 120,000 ringgit. Well, the Q7 is the more practical option and also the cheaper option lah. If you go for the Q7, I recommend the 3.0, the turbo diesel. Okay, because when you're a big bulky SUV like that, right? You want the effortless torque of a diesel engine to pull it, to be able to pull it with the minimum RPMs. Okay, and the X6 is a big jump in your budget. The question is, do you like the X6 that much to be ready to pay 40K more than the Q7? Yeah, I think between these three, my pick would be the Q7 3.0 diesel. Becky, is the Renault subscription considered a form of leasing package? Yeah, you can think of it that way, yes. Okay, so Palaniappan asks, is the Yaris fuel efficient or the Myvi? Well, given that they both use the same engine, but the Yaris has a far more efficient CVT transmission, plus the fact that they are more or less the same in terms of weight, I would think the Yaris is more fuel efficient than the Myvi by a noticeable margin. Yep, so Rekaus asked, may I know which brands in Malaysia currently offering leasing or subscription programs? Then Mok Charlie added Renault, Volvo and Nissan, correct? Then of course you can also consider BMW financing and Mercedes financing. They also have programs that are similar to leasing, whereby at the end of the technically you buy the car, but the experience is more or less like leasing. You pay a deposit, you pay a monthly installment, and then at the end of 2 or 3 years, you can choose to return the car, or you can choose to upgrade the car, whatever that suits your fancy. Okay, so, or you can buy the car from them outright from there. Okay, so Fermi Paradox, hi Con, if you earn an automotive journalist, what kind of job will you have today? Well, before I came into this line, I was a sales engineer in an oil and gas in the oil and gas industry, but didn't particularly enjoy the job, and neither did I enjoy the fact that now here's something about motivation. At that time, I was paid, first job out of the uni, paid 2,004 a month. Okay, and that's it, flat salary. Okay, I was dealing with sales that were 5 figures, 6 figures, many of it 7 figures, or expected to deal with rather. So yeah, and you look at all that money flowing through, and then you see, my salary is flat one. Very unmotivated to work. I mean, to be fair, perhaps not the best attitude, granted. Okay, but I think at that time, really, I saw that my fit in that company was poor, so I left after 6 months and joined AutoWorld, and from there never looked back. But if I were to wind back even further, so I graduated from uni in end of 2007. All right, then the following semester I actually went back to tutor to work as a tutor for 1 semester, because it's something I always wanted to try but never got a chance to. So I Yeah, so I registered, I worked as a tutor for 1 semester, tutoring physics, first year engineering physics, as well as engineering structures and engineering mechanics. I think two was, they do mechanics. Well, 2 or 3 subjects. Lah. Okay, yeah, I enjoyed myself doing that. Okay, and and there was that time also, right? I remember that time, around that time, Proton was actually looking for people. They had a they had an open day. They had one of those open day where you go there, you drop your resume on the spot interview, that kind of thing. I prepped myself. I was quite keen to have a go at that, but just what I think 1 or 2 days before that event, my grandmother passed away. So that weekend I was preoccupied with a funeral and wasn't able to explore that opportunity. But yeah, if I weren't an automotive journalist, I would want to work in a car company. And actually, back in 2015, I was online and I stumbled upon this program to, yeah, see, because I graduated as a mechanical engineer, right? I hold a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering. So back in 2015, I saw this program by the University of Aachen in Germany. They were offering a master's degree in automotive engineering, and it was open for one of the fields that they that they were open for were mechanical engineers. Okay, so I applied for that. Didn't get it. Then after that, I joined Carlis after that lah. Okay, so if you ask me, if I didn't become an automotive journalist, I would have wanted to work in a car company. And if I were to if you take my if I were to take your question even further, if I were to totally not work in the automotive line altogether, maybe aviation is something that I would be interested, but it's not something that I have terrible knowledge of, to be honest. But yeah, actually, in reflection, I can't imagine myself working in any line other than in the automotive industry. Yeah, I mean, I may not be an automotive journalist forever, but my heart always belongs to the automotive industry, and that's why, right, even what now 12 years in the job, there isn't a day that I wake up not feeling blessed or thankful that I'm doing what I'm doing. Yep. Okay, here's an interesting share. Raul exhibit. The service center should have informed consent the customer that they're going to charge for sanitization of our car. My brother-in-law was not informed and suddenly they charge at an official service center. Your opinion on this? Well, as we all know, now it is standard operating procedure for all workshops to sanitize the vehicles before handing over to the customer. That is standard operating procedure. That is something that they must do. Now, what I'm not so sure about is whether are they obliged to foot the bill, or do they have the right to pass the bill on to the consumer. Now, and this is something that that my view is this: sanitization, the cost of sanitization is not cheap. Okay, let's be fair about that. And if you have to sanitize every damn car that comes in and service, it's going to be a hefty bill. So if dealerships need to charge the customer for sanitizing their car, they should go right ahead. But I believe it is only fair that they inform the customer beforehand. You see, because like right now, right, service centers are only allowed to take in cases by appointment anyways. So right at that appointment phase, when the customer calls to say, can I bring my car to service, at that point they should inform the customer that, sir, please be informed that if you service during this period, there will be a sanitization surcharge. All right, and I think if that is done, I believe that is entirely fair. But if if nowhere along the line that the dealership mentioned whether or not they are charging, and suddenly you slap a hefty charge on it, right? I think that's a bit unfair lah. Okay, so yeah, actually, how much did they charge? If you don't mind responding to my comment, I'll just ask you here lah. Okay, Gary Pung asks, where did you repaint your E39? Can you recommend a paint shop near Mid Valley area? Don't know any, but my E39 was repainted at a shop called PDL Auto Works in Kayu Ara. Very happy with their workmanship. Happy to recommend him to you. So yeah, it's you can I think you can find out more in my previous videos. I've filmed a series of videos. I think there were at least 3 or 4 videos of my repainting journey with the E39. I'll just include that when I reply your comment later. So that's all the questions I have. But before I log off, I just want to share with you some interesting news items that I received in my inbox. Okay, yeah, because now we have moved from MCO to CMCO. Yeah, there's a bit more. All the various companies are gearing up for a bit more activity. Okay, and got this release from Shell, and now we all know now that usually at this time there'll be Ramadan bazaars all over the country, but now that's no longer possible because of the CMCO, right? So I think of course, besides some of us also, I think some of us miss that, but more importantly, I think the traders, they desperately miss this income, and I think Shell has done a very, very good gesture in allowing all these small traders. It's a very nice initiative, where they engage all these small traders to sell their food stuff, like all the, what is that, nasi campur, nasi biryani, asam laksa, your murtabak, your kueh, your bubur lambuk, all these drinks, all that, at 950 Shell stations nationwide. So that's a very good alternate. It's a very good initiative on Shell's part. Can't help everybody, but at least I think it helps a few of these small traders, yeah, to make some money during this fasting month, because as we all know, our Muslim friends, our Malay friends, Ramadan, Hari Raya is a very special period for them. This is when you guys spend more money than usual. So yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys who actually set up store in the Bazaar Ramadan, you guys do it with the expectation of making some good pocket money, so that you've got a bit more extra cash going into Raya. And terribly sorry that this year's COVID-19 restrictions have deprived you of the opportunity. So I would say that, yeah, Shell here, a very, very good gesture for them. Kudos. Okay. Then here's another one. BMW. Okay, so BMW sent out a release, a feature release, talking about their batteries, their high voltage batteries. And the specific point that I want to highlight is that I think the most important takeaway from this long release is how they revealed that the battery pack, say for a 530E, is made of 6 modules, and each of these modules can be replaced at a cost of 5,000 ringgit each. Okay, so Yeah, so and of course and also BMW also provides 6 years or 100,000 kilometer warranty specifically for the battery packs. So those of you guys who buy BMW plug-in hybrids, the first 6 years, first 100,000 kilometers, at least that period, you don't really have to worry about battery replacement costs. Now these batteries, they are supposed to be built to last the lifetime of the vehicle, but sometimes due to any sort of reasons, maybe you got into an accident, maybe there's a fault in your vehicle's electrical system, whatever, your battery may prematurely deplete, and yep, so and the cost of replacing your battery is 5,000 ringgit. You can replace each individual cell. You can replace each cell individually, but I mean, it's not necessary that, okay, let's say that you go in, right? This is your battery, 6 cells, it's unlikely that 5 other cells are at 90-80% and this only one cell is dead. Okay, so if let's say if it reaches where one cell is dead, chances are the other 5 are probably in line to fail later on. So I wouldn't expect, right, if let's say like you have a battery problem, replacing one cell would fix it. You may have to mentally steel yourself to replace 2 or 3 cells at one go, but the fact that the option is there for you to replace individual cells, I think that's a good thing to do. That's a good thing. All right, it helps keep the costs a bit more manageable. Next, we have Proton, who sent us a release telling us that the 2020 X70 CKD now comes with N95 grade cabin filter. Okay, not bad, not a bad gesture to make this time, but actually in truth, when you are driving, you really are no danger to the COVID-19 virus from the outside, nor are you in danger of infecting anybody else. But still, it's good to have that filter anyways, to filter out other pathogens as well, other airborne pathogens. But of course, if it's something that you're already carrying, you brought inside the cabin, you know, through on your clothing and all that, those the filter can't do anything about lah. Okay, the other one is Hyundai. Okay, so Hyundai has Hyundai Sime Motors, the local distributor of Hyundai cars. They've just made this very kind gesture. So as you know, right, this whole MCO period, car sales grind to a halt. So HSDM is providing a special monthly hardship allowance. We do not know how much, okay, it's not stated, but they're providing a hardship allowance for their salespeople from April to June 2020. I think that's a very good gesture, definitely praiseworthy. And they are also offering financial subsidies to the dealers as well for their online marketing expenses and also purchase of hand sanitizers, disinfectants and thermometers. Because as we all know now, right, even though the after sales department of all these showrooms are allowed to open, they have a lot of stringent SOPs, have to take temperature, have to give hand sanitizer and all that. So it's very I think it's a very nice thing for HSDM to do for their dealers. And you know, it's these small gestures like this that ensure that the people who work for the brand will continue to fight for the brand. This is, I think, a very, very heartwarming gesture, if you ask me. Okay, let's see. Right, so the last one I want to touch on is Volvo Car Malaysia, where they are, what you call it, they have this My Volvo Safe Pledge campaign. Because what you do is you go to Volvo Cars website, Volvo Car Malaysia website, go to the My Volvo Safe Pledge section. Okay, from there you have instructions basically to fill in a simple form with your Instagram username, your email. Okay, then after that you download some pictures of Volvo cars. Let me just show you. You download these images, right? Share it on your Instagram. And put this hashtag, okay, My Volvo Safe Pledge. between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. every day, the first 500 entries, you get a Grab food voucher. And they are doing this from 4th to 23rd of May, so still plenty of time for you guys to sign up, all right, to try your luck and win and get yourself $10 worth of Grab food vouchers. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay home, stay safe. We are nearing the end of MCO, but based on what I hear of the Health DG's press conference, I have a feeling that the conditional movement order may further extend a bit longer. All right, because in the press conference he kept emphasizing that we are not at exit strategy yet. So to me, I read that as a hint that we may still have to brace for additional for a more prolonged conditional movement order. But I think which is also why I think they loosen up the restrictions a bit to let people go back to work, so that they can stretch the control period a bit longer to bring the spread even further under control. But either way, yeah, let's hope for the best. Let's pray for the best. Let's all do our part. Stay home if you don't have important business going out. But if you have to go out, keep a distance from everybody around you. All right, ensure that we don't form new chains of transmission, new clusters of transmission, and hopefully before long this crisis will be over. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Oh yeah.